Good morning, traders from each and every part of the world that you're joining this series of the Daily Morning Market Call from. My name is yours, Kefa Eric, one of the market analysts here at HFM. HFM links you to the global markets to access various financial assets. Now, today being on the 22nd day of the fourth month of 2025, we have quite exciting happenings in the financial markets which are giving us market volatility, also adding on to it volumes, and that is what we like to see as investors and traders: market direction. And we are able to tell the market direction in regards to these happenings which we have defined before as fundamental analysis, the study of economic and geopolitical forces moving the financial markets. That is what we like to see. But before we dive right into it, I would like to remind you that this is going to be a pre-recorded YouTube video. That is to mean that you could access this YouTube video at your own free time on our YouTube channel by visiting HFM Kenya. Like, subscribe, click on the notification button, view all the content that we post from there from time to time, and this will help us improve on our algorithms. And it is our commitment to you that we'll keep on bridging the educational gaps that is so much needed in the financial markets to help us navigate the financial charts. Now, today we have our now usual analyst who has been quite insightful, quite helpful in telling market direction, and has helped us profit in the weeks that we have done this together. Must be 2 weeks also. We plan to have him more, and perhaps later on he would be diving right into it to have us understand what is happening in the financial markets. But let me not speak for him. Let me call him out. Mr. Shane, what do you have for us today?
Thank you, Mr. Kefa. Yes, as you can see, we have seen the talks between Trump and Powell, which has brought so much uncertainties in the financial market, which includes the dollar, which has been weakening drastically, and also moving on to gold, which has been moving up bullish because of investors who have been seeing gold as a safe haven. Thank you, Mr. Kefa.
Amazing, amazing. I think I had you right, Mr. Shane. You're saying that we have been having uncertainties in the market, not excluding the fact that the Donald Trump's tariffs are still moving the market because of the uncertainties. These uncertainties or fears, uncertainties to mean we do not know the exact aftermath of this Donald Trump's tariff, which are brought about by these countries which Trump imposed taxes on. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Shane?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Amazing. So on top of this, now we have the chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee, Jerome Powell, and Donald Trump having a back and forth. This back and forth, what is it brought about, Mr. Shane? Please tell us.
Thank you. So we can see that Trump is talking to Powell and talking to Powell to cut the rates, because we know that Powell is the head of the FOMC. So we see that Powell doesn't want to cut interest rates, and Trump wants Powell to cut interest rates. Because of that uncertainty between the two, it's what is causing the dollar to weaken. Thank you.
Amazing. We kind of lost you in the beginning of that, but if I heard you right, you're saying that there was between Donald Trump and the chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee, which is the central bank of the United States. They are having a back and forth. This back and forth is brought about by Trump accusing Jerome Powell of hesitating to cut interest rates. Remember, interest rates are cut because the central bank wants to increase the supply and demand of money in the financial markets. Now, Trump accusing Jerome Powell of not cutting rates is simply accusing him of not aligning to the agenda of the Donald Trump administration in fostering a steady economic growth. Is that so, Mr. Shen?
Yeah, that is so.
Amazing, amazing. So this is having the dollar weaken. Now we have two reasons why the dollar is weakening. The first one is the uncertainties of the countries which Trump's imposed taxes on the reciprocal reaction they are going to have in the United States. We have a majority of powerful countries still in talks. This is bringing uncertainties. That is number one. Number two, we now have the central bank chairman, Jerome Powell, and the president of the United States, Donald John Trump, having a back and forth of what is the aspect of the economy. It is important to remember that the Federal Open Market Committee, or the Central Bank of the United States, is and will always be an independent institution. So Trump having his views on how the economy is going and overstepping into the functions and roles of a independent institution within the government is breeding out a lot of uncertainties. Gold reached out its all-time high at 3,400 at the time of this recording, printing as 34,660 thereabout. Quite high volatility as London session kicks in. And I remember, Mr. Shen, I'd like you to thank you for this for and all our viewers on their behalf, because I remember you called it out at 3193.80 for a buy on the area of interest at that regard. And what informed that particular decision, Mr. Shen?
Thank you, Mr. Kefa. Yes, as we continue to see these uncertainties between trade wars happening all around the world, we will see investors still flocking in to want to buy gold. So as the uncertainties continue, yeah, we still expect gold to move higher and higher, hitting all-time highs.
Amazing, amazing. Looking forward to more insightful data in this regard. Thank you, Mr. Shane, for that. But let's look at what is happening to stocks. Let's bring out US stocks. This is US 100, or the NASDAQ, composed of mainly tech stocks. I mean, we are attempting to go bearish on these particular stocks. I mean, Mr. Shane, what do you have? Mr. Shane, what do you have to tell us about this?
Thank you, Mr. Kefa. Again, this all involves in the uncertainties. As the dollar is weakening, it will affect also the US stocks, including the NAS 100, the US 500, all the way to the US 30. All of them will be affected as you continue to see the uncertainties continue and continue.
Amazing, amazing. But hold on a minute. When we look at the European stocks in reference to the German 40 or the DAX 40, 40 hardcore standard companies in Germany, we see that we are attempting to consolidate or otherwise print bullish. So would I be correct if I say this, Mr. Shane, that the Trump's war between him and the chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee seems to be affecting US stocks more because it's the domestic affairs of the United States? But when we look at other stocks in reference to the European stocks, the German 40, this seems to be slightly different. Would you agree to this fact, Mr. Shen?
Yes, I will agree with that fact.
Amazing, amazing. So we see a good interplay of domestic affairs and international affairs in that particular regard. Let's go to currencies, and today we begin with US dollar JPY. So because of the weakening of the dollar, we see that the USD JPY is printing bearish. The JPY is having a recovery on the United States dollar, because of the devaluation of the United States dollar due to the two main factors brought about by the uncertainties, and price seems to be printing bearish, giving us a sentiment to be taking short positions in this particular regard. And for those with the United States dollar coming in as the base currencies, like Euro USD, we see that we are printing price bullish in this particular regard. And Mr. Shane, could this be attributed to the weakening of the dollar? We have looked at the dollar coming in as the base currency and coming in as the cost currency. If it comes in as the base currency, that is the first currency in the currency pair, it is printing bearish. If it comes out as the quote currency, that is the currency in the second currency in the currency pair, it's printing bearish. This is attributed to the weakening perception of the United States dollar. Is that right? And what do you have to say about that, Mr. Shen?
That's right. As long as the USD will be, as long as the USD is the core currency, as you can see here in the Euro USD, it will be seen as the Euro is gaining strength as the USD is weakening. And if the USD is the base currency, we'll see the charts moving down bearish, because as you see the USD, as you say that the USD is the base currency, we'll see it moving down when it's paired with other pairs like USD JPY, but with the core currency like Euro USD will move up.
Amazing. Amazing. So I think we should be advocating to be having Shane in this series of the Daily Money Market Call. I'm of the opinion you should actually be hosting some of them and take charge, because his analysis have been really insightful. They have been really helpful. They have helped us tell market direction. And in this particular regard, as a disclaimer, this by any chance is not meant for financial advice. This is purely meant for educational purposes. So it is important to do your due diligence, and until tomorrow, the same place, the same time, to do things the same way. As a call to action, take care, God bless, and don't forget to visit hfm.com. Attempt to register for an account if this is your first time, to hear about some of the assets and jargons we have spoken about. And until tomorrow, God bless and take care.